Sonic Speedrun community. We have Shadow the Hedgehog for you. This is gonna be Chaotix percent, which means I have to route the path somehow through Prison Island Hero with Charmy, go through Mad Matrix Hero with SPO, and then route back to Cosmic Fall Hero with Vector. So we can help every member of Team Chaotix. There's quite a bit of fun stages in here, and by fun I mean painful, and by painful I mean there's some cool stuff going on that you don't typically see in all the faster stages. Anyways, I am welcomed here by Tethys Persevere commentating the run with me, while I mostly game and give any insider information.
Absolutely. Hello, Sonic Speedrun community, and hello, Seafood. Looking forward to a very exciting and very unique run to be put on today. This is definitely something a little bit out of the ordinary kind of categories, definitely something with a bit more of a funky twist, with the sort of direct path to go along, a variable path, I suppose we could say, because as long as we help out Charmy, help out SPO, and end up in Cosmic Fall, helping out Vector find that computer room, we should be good to go. But yeah, without further ado, I think we're just waiting to get ourselves going here. It's going to be an exciting one.
We'll go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, and we're playing on the SX version of the game, recently released speedrun modification of the game by Blazin Zeti, which comes with a host of features, including what you're seeing here. Custom colors for Shadow. And we've got Seafood rocking the traditional Seafood color scheme.
Hashtag
Sorry to interject you,
C364.
Seafood, your game feed is frozen.
It's frozen?
Yes.
Okay.
It appears we have some minor errors. We're just going to restart that.
It's okay. I think. Sometimes just restarting the game will fix it.
Shouldn't take too long, just bear with us, folks. There we go.
Oh, yeah. I need to remember to do this for marathon runs, because the game tends to get frozen after I've been streaming for a while. Anyways. So, we'll try this again in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, so once again, kicking things off, Shadow the Hedgehog, traditionally a speedrun game with a very interesting history. Got a lot of variation, a lot of different categories, routes, paths. But a recent development, as we said, Shadow SX, this more speedrun-oriented hack that Zeti has whipped up, with the traditional Seafood colors being rocked, as we said here. Can never remember the hex code, but she knows it off by heart.
C364F8.
Get your Seafood hex codes while they're hot. But here we go, we're running through Westopolis to start off here. And as we said, the route is pretty variable. Happy to do whatever Seafood wants to do, really. But what are we going to be aiming for here? I noticed that we're taking out some of these black creatures early on, but whether that's for the hero goal or whether we're just trying to build up chaos control.
Yeah, we're doing neutral, getting chaos control. We're gonna just get as many hero points as possible, and then route through chaos control. That's like the big thing in these runs, is knowing when to take out hero enemies to get a chaos control and skip as much platforming as possible.
Yeah, we're going to see Seafood here cancelling the chaos control just around this checkpoint here, looking to make use of the infinite ammo and keep herself going a little bit further so she can pop a second chaos control and glide over this bridge without having to take the sloop and a big fall down to this checkpoint here, saving herself a bit of time in the process. As we move on forward now towards the goal ring to clear out our first stage of the run, taking a little bit of a hit there. Very hard in these shadow stages, especially these early ones like Westopolis, where there's so much going on to make it through without at least bumping on one thing or two.
Once I find all of the emeralds, then I'll find the truth.
Shadow does look pretty good with that color scheme. There's a lot of fun things you can do in this modification. I like to make him look like Super Shadow, personally.
Let's go. SX does have CCG, by the way. It is based on the GameCube, the US GameCube build, so it has both wrong warps and CCG. But this is a no CCG category because that tends to take out half of the fun.
Yeah, we move on to our second stage here, Glyphic Canyon. Very unique kind of stage within the Sonic the Hedgehog series. There's a lot of those in this game. It has some of the most unique and interesting stage themes and locations across the entire series. We make use of the Spin fly across that gap, and pick up the Billy Hatcher gun. Shoutouts to all of our friends over in the Billy Hatcher community, including Chiron, who's going to be up next after this.
Yo, let's go.
You see Seafood make use of the chicken gun, sucking in all these enemies, building up some chaos control gauge in the process. And Glyphic Canyon, as we want to make our way to Prison Island, find Xiaomi, we're just going to be going through and doing the neutral path here. So, ignoring Black Doom's requests to take on these, I don't know what they are exactly, jewels? Temple things? Some sort of magical wizardry.
You just said touch the jewels directly to unleash their power.
We're gonna opt to ignore that, and we're also gonna opt to ignore our good friend Knuckles here, unfortunately, who wants us to take out the Black Arms. But we do not have time for that on this fine day. We are instead gonna be just chugging along, making our way forward.
Yeah, come back on Sunday if you actually want to see Knuckles Chaotix.
Let's make our way through the tornadoes here, getting into the more stormy part of the stage. Gonna go for a spin dash jump off to the left here, and pop the chaos control, glide along this path here, and get ourselves nicely further on forward. Just gliding those human beings into the chicken gun. That's kind of disturbing. But there goes the second chaos control. We're gonna take a nice amount of distance from that. And now we spin dash jump across this gap into the tornado. And approach the end of the stage very nicely. So one of the cool things about Shadow speedruns is that, for all intents and purposes, they take place entirely on New Game Plus, which is to assume, or well, optimally at least they do, which is to assume that you have all the bonus weapons unlocked that you get from the Shadow crates, like we saw with Seafood running through that stage there with the Billy Hatcher weapon, making things a lot more optimal. And we are officially approaching our first Team Chaotix member. We skipped the president with the cutscene with the president, I should say.
Sorry, President Aura.
Yeah, it's another thing about SX actually. It does allow the skipping of cutscenes from the very start of the game, so we don't have to sit through any of these. Just those little quality of life features we like. As we go backwards to take that burst forward of speed. Gonna pick up this gun early on to get some nice ammo. And we bump into Charmy. And Vector has asked him to find 5 top secret discs. But what's a top secret disc? A top secret disc, pretty self-explanatory. It's a top secret disc.
Yeah, we got 5 of them to find. Good thing we know where everything is.
We do indeed. And with Prison Island, I've seen a lot of people, or maybe at least in the neutral path, I know that we tend to sort of build up either Chaos Blast or Chaos Control. And I'm seeing you take out some of these enemies here to enable ourselves to move along the green sludge. Unsure if we're going to be doing that with the hero pathway here, but we move on forward. We are definitely building in. It's insane how quick that Billy Hatcher weapon builds it all in. Got the Chaos Control now. We're going to pop it.
That's a new thing, lining up in that corner. That will ensure that we get that disc in the Chaos Control path.
Yeah.
Because half the time, you just don't collect it based off of where you're standing and frame data. It's very funny.
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know you could grab the disc in the Chaos Control. And there's our red gauge all filled up, and yeah, we are going to see making use of that invincibility now, running down this green sludge, not having to worry about taking any damage, getting the third top secret disc. Keeping it going. Really cool stage, Prison Island. Love the amount of ways that it can be approached. And we're going to go past the goal ring here, up top. Because if we want to get all these top secret discs, we want to make sure that we go a little bit further on into the stage. And we are going to take a ride on the hover disc. Yahoo whoosh, as they say.
Yahoo! Whoosh! There's more of them. Shadow, you know what to do. I love my favorite thing about Sonic games is just the quote meme potential.
It doesn't happen as often these days. I haven't seen many things from Frontiers build up, but you know, maybe time will help.
Once I've got all the Chaos Emeralds.
But certainly these adventure games, we love them for a reason. And I'm noticing the A ranks are piling up here.
Oh yeah, this game is unique in that the A ranks are very easy because the score you get from the time bonus just gives you the A rank outright in almost every mission.
So the first of the Sonic games to start doing that, really. I think back in 06 they went back to a more score-heavy focus, but Shadow definitely gave you a nice big time bonus. And we are here in everybody's favorite Mad Matrix.
If we somehow double the amount donated, I will come back and do Dark. Dark is the worst stage. Do it for charity, make me suffer.
Unanimously agreed upon that Mad Matrix Dark is the nasty one. But we're going to be going along with the hero route here with SBO. Looking to get all 4 of these terminals. SBO, my personal favourite member of Team Chaotix. Be very interested in hearing what Chat's favourite members are, and yours, Seafood.
Yeah, I gotta agree, like, SBO is kinda cool, but, like, I also like Vector. I don't know. Like the whole unit isn't very important. I did try to pick a favorite, but it depends on
they are the Ginyu Force of the Sonic series, for sure. You know? As far as I'm concerned. They got that same level of lovability as for me. Are we going to be picking up the Billy Hatch again? No, something different this time.
We're picking up the heal cannon. Since there are very few black arms, if we instead heal egg pawns, we get hero cage.
Egg pawns are the good guys. Very funny in this game, though it can be, where sometimes you can get told off for defeating people, no matter which side you go for. Gonna pump up these guys, get ourselves a nice little bit of hero gauge there. Again, just harking back to what was mentioned in Glyphic Canyon, another stage with such an interesting and unique theme, location. Like, I really can't think of anything in most other Sonic games that are like this. I know we had the cyberspace levels in Frontiers, but come on. They really missed out on an opportunity. Literal cyberspace. You see Seafood climbing up the tower here, making sure all these panels match.
Mad Matrix is one of the few stages that if I do take a death, that is a huge time loss. Because, well, first off, I don't think I've hit any checkpoint. And second off, even if I did, the platforming in the last tower is terrible. And that's why we take time to hit all these egg beetles, or egg bots, egg pawns, whatever.
Yeah, and as we mentioned there, you see these big spiky balls that Seafood is passing by on this track. That's the Dark Mission, and as you can see on the left of the screen, 30 of those bad boys for Shadow to take out, if you opt to go for that. Not not the simplest of tasks. That is very much true. But here we go. Got SBO back. And again, I just absolutely adore the aesthetics of this stage. And the soundtrack as well. Big shout out to the Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack. I still feel like to this day it's pretty heavily underrated by the community at large. Put some absolute bangers in there. And now we wait. It's Lost Colony in disguise.
The doctor has got to know. Use these blocks.
Coming up towards the goal ring, but we don't want anything to do with that. We've got a chameleon to assist. So instead we're heading up top here to get the penultimate word of the day, terminal. And then we're heading back to the main area to take care of number 4 and get ourselves on our way. Another cool little difference you may have noticed in this run, if you look at the timer up at the top of Seafood's screen, it's actually a continuing accumulating timer rather than the stage-by-stage timer, so it'll actually tell us the in-game time of Seafood's entire run, which is a nice little feature.
Getting the path. This is so unfortunate, and this is why doing dark is gonna go poorly. So if you want to see me suffer, I want to see us get to 420.
I don't think we've been to green yet. I might be going crazy though.
This is the last tower.
Here we go. Are we going to see all that Chaos Control gauge finally pay off? Heal up these bad boys and pop the Chaos Control. Straight up. Just flying through. Skipping past this section here, which you're intended to wait on a very slow-moving platform to gradually maneuver your way through. But instead, we use the good old Chaos Control, all tactically planned out. And there we go. That's 4 out of 4. Very nicely executed. And we take one step closer to finishing up Team Chaotix %.
Perfect.
Excuse me. And we have our first boss fight of the run. The Egg Breaker. This guy shows up in 3 different variants across the game. And this variant, what we're going to want to do is come over here and grab this Egg Pawn Cannon and just pop these shots at him. My personal favorite variant is in Iron Jungle, where you just go to the cannon behind you and kill him in about 5 seconds. Not quite as speedy here, but of course he says the iconic line, the more the merrier. I don't know if we're going to hear that here, actually. There we go. And he certainly likes to say that line quite often.
I'm going to ruin everyone's day. Look at the balls. Eggman's face is on them.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Oh, they are! Well. The more the merrier. Quite literally in this case. The more Eggmans, the merrier we are. But this Eggman has to go.
I think you.
And here come the Raiders.
I have no past.
And you know what they say, the more the merrier. Welcome, Raiders. You've joined us. Perfect timing as we approach the penultimate stage of Chaotix %. Which I believe is going to be... Refresh my memory, because I think we're going to Iron Jungle?
No, we are on our way to Lost Impact.
Ah, Lost Impact. Everybody's favorite.
A Chaos Emerald? You've got.
Oh, we get to listen to the great voice line at least.
This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
Fine by me.
There's the
Well,
line.
taking candy from a baby may be fine by him. I want to take this moment to once again endorse something which you could do as an alternative to taking candy from a baby, which is donating to the great incentive that we've got here today, Able Gamers Charity. Really strong support cause. Hopefully we can see everybody chip in for that. But for now, Is this the stage with the funny skip, or is this not?
Yeah, we got a funny skip. And once again, we're using the heal cannon. Thankfully, we've got more than enough ammo to get everything. Whoops.
Nice little slope jump there. Doesn't quite make it, but just a nice little example of the things that you can do in this game, which you may not be otherwise aware of. I'm gonna heal this little beetle here, making up for all those gold beetles we destroyed back in SA2.
You know, there are in fact gold beetles in this stage as well, but not every stage. It's
Yeah, and they're a little
every
bit harder to come by as well.
Yeah, it's every stage that has beetles in them, so there is one in this stage.
The
I don't
only
know
one
where
I'm
in
actually
this
aware of
stage.
is the one in Westopolis, but here we go. We're seeing a clip out of bounds here from Seafood. I'm going to build up last little bit of Chaos Control, spin out of bounds, and we're going
And
to pop
I've
that Chaos
messed that
Controller
up.
right there. Oh, unfortunate.
I think I'm gonna... Well, I guess we're retrying all that.
A quick trip to Cosmic 4, a little bit too early there.
Just a little too early. We can do it again. It's not a big deal.
One of my other favourite things about this game is just how much it links into what came before it, especially Sonic Adventure 2. Like seeing the continuation, even if like not everybody finds it the most interesting or popular of decisions that they made, but just the expansion of the lore and seeing things like the Ark again. I think the stage, which is literally the Ark, has stage design literally straight out of Final Rush, which is very cool to see.
Oh yeah, it's
And of
got the
course-
same kill planes too. And the same skip.
Oh, awesome.
We call it fake FR.
Shadow, don't get too close to the experiment. It'll get very, very violent.
We've got the artificial
Uh-oh.
chaos rocking out here.
Fortunately, if we miss that platform because I accidentally hit the switch, we got another way to get up here.
Hurting someone.
That's
That's a bomb.
a bomb.
Experiments on.
Well, here we go. Second bite of the cherry. Gonna try and spin dash jump off of this man's body. He's doing us
Wait.
a service.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Alternatively, we opt to leave the man in peace. Here we go. Going a little bit later that time, and that looks good.
2, 3.
Just saw one of the research experiments up above.
Hopping on the
Unfortunately,
cannon.
expert mode ends right in that room. There's the gold ring there, but
Have to protect the art.
in neutral, not expert mode, we have to take this little path to get back to this room.
Everybody loves expert mode. If you
Yeah,
don't
you
want
get
your
to see
weird
Every
varying
stage.
paths, yeah.
Experiments run
But there we go. We've taken care of Lost Impact,
There's no
and we
doubt
move
about
towards
it.
the final
I
step.
remember
One of my
this
favorite
place
stages in this game,
the place I was born.
Cosmic Fall. And we are going to do what so many have wanted to do. We unfortunately come short of an A rank this time. We get the B rank, but it's okay, because now we get to enjoy the delight of finding the computer room. But first things first, we gotta go find Vector the Crocodile and complete the trilogy.
Maria was like.
There's a small little guy there running around.
So,
We don't have much time
so
for him.
creative.
Or this Shadow the Hedgehog looking character. We gotta get on with it. We gotta get into Cosmic 4. And here we go! Straight out of the jets. Amazing aesthetic seeing the bottom of the Ark.
Place collapsing.
There's a hidden platform there.
There is! Some would call it that, some would call it some random collision, but either way, we make use of it.
It's a platform that's designed to not show up until later. It appears after. It appears after you've let the other platforms fall too far and you can't get up anymore. The game doesn't want to like leave you ruined. Anyways, this is the one stage where we get to show how cool SX is in making the key doors open already. So grabbing this satellite laser, completely optional. It is still a little faster if I hit it in the right timing and don't run into the room. But yeah, key doors are just open without having to wait.
Works out nicely. Popping off the elevator there, popping that chaos control. Moving on up nicely.
Now normally on grind rails we grind and we keep grinding to get faster and faster, but if we do that we'll literally fly over those springs. Because Shadow handles grinding a little differently, where if you go off while you're in the middle of grinding, you are genuinely off.
Yeah, it's so interesting how many different ways they tried out grinding before they got to like what it is today, where you kind of just grind automatically. I miss the days when there was a little bit more intricacy to it, even if it was very funky and very all over the place. Here we go, Lightspeed Dash popping along. Trying to get in here. There we go.
Get me in, I want to go on the slime trail.
Still don't understand quite how that works, why Shadow is able to just become one with slime, but hey, maybe we don't need an answer to everything. As we fall on down here, we get to take a nice look at the green. And another look at the green.
Flashing
As we
light
end
warning.
up, yeah, quite much. Maybe put on some sunglasses, but we make it to the computer room. And there we go. Now all that stands in the way of Seafood rounding out this run is a little bit of Vector jamming out in the background. Love that. And the one and only Black Doom.
Hey, here's where RNG takes place. We can't escape RNG in Sonic series.
Yeah, name one category without RNG. It doesn't exist, and if it does, it doesn't. But here we go.
But there are 3 different attacks that Black Doom could get, and one of them would just be sad.
So it's like Chaos 4, but a space demon.
I messed it up. Oh well. Oh, that's the bad attack if you get that first try, because you have to wait through the whole thing. I need another gun.
Switching up the gun here.
This has not gone well. You can one-cycle this boss, but it is annoying.
Here we go into the second phase now. As we just simply go to town, and that is
it.
time.
That's time. We're done.
GG Seafood. As we finish well ahead of estimate there. Black Doom goes down. Seafood claims the final Chaos Emerald. She finally has the secrets to her past. And we can walk away having enjoyed a successful mission in assisting Team Chaotix. We're not going to watch the very sad cutscene. We're instead going to jump out to...
Here's the cool thing. We can skip the credits.
And there's the total runtime. 20.
There's the IGT.
You know what would be crazy? Hang on, wait. What month did Shadow the Hedgehog come out?
2005.
I thought it was... If you said, like, September 2004, that would have been insane.
That would have been crazy. No, it was 2005. But anyways, that is the run. It was good to be here. Unfortunately, we did not double it, so I thankfully do not have to play Mad Matrix Dark.
Oh dear, excuse me, I just drunk something.
Ooh, sorry.
I'm good. I just swallowed something a bit awkwardly, but go on. Sorry about that.
So, yeah. So if you want to check out Shadow SX, you can go to shadowspeedrun.com / Shadow SX. It's a very fun mod to the game that makes it a lot more convenient for speedrunners without really changing the speedrun. Just all the annoying things like, waiting through partner intros every time you enter a stage, every time you enter, waiting for the doors to open, and all that stuff. It's a really cool mod. I would...
Absolutely.
Oh, apparently the game crashed. This is fine. The stream crashed right at the end of the run, so we're good. We still got to the end of the run correctly.
Good timing. Could have happened any other worse time. We take a little screenshot of Vector jamming out. But, yeah, seafood.
If you
Anybody
like
else
it,
you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank? Anything you want to say before we finish things up?
I want to thank Zeddy for making the mod with help from Dream. I want to thank Dream Syntax for finding the new spin dash in Cosmic Fall. We didn't really shout it out, but we skipped quite a big chunk of stuff, and it was hard to learn. Anyways, that is all for Shadow. Now, I have one more thing I would like to say. I know this is the wrong game. I know this is the wrong event, and I know this is the wrong channel. And I know this person is not here. but I want to challenge Shovel Claws at Sacer Rivals. I want to challenge Shovel Claws to both Knuckles Story and Centurion. Will it accept? Please do.
Well, the Rebel Battles guy is here, and we will see. We'll see. It's a big stage. It's a big stage to be called out on. So we'll see. We'll see if Shovel Claws really gets around. I know a lot of people are going for Shovel Claws right now, so that's an interesting one. But we'll see. We will see. GG once again, and congratulations. Best of luck to everybody and anybody taking part in the Sonic Birthday Blast 2023. It's going to be an absolute blast and continue to be a blast. And I think that'll be us wrapped up, right?
Yeah. I've got nothing else.
Oh.
Join the Shadow Discord.
Join the Shadow Discord. Chat, you better be joining. But thank you for the run, as always. Have you said your Twitch channels where people can find you?
You can find me virtually everywhere at Seafood Zero because someone keeps taking seafood.
And well, if you want to find me, I am on Twitch at Tethys Persevere, but you're not really likely to see me doing much over there. Probably more often likely to see me over on Sonic Speedrun Community's sister channel, Sacer Events, where we host a whole lot of things similar to this, but focus more on the Sonic Adventure speedrunning community side of things. So yeah, if you want to go and find lots of fun action, go to SAESR_events.
All right, thank you. Folks, we are going to go to an intermission right now as we set up for Sonic Generations. So, stick around.